Hi, you guys. Welcome back to Meaningful Motivations with Tracy Erickson. And of course, if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Tracy Erickson, and this is episode number 14 of the Palmistry series. So in this video, we are going to dive into the shape of your fingertips and what that can reveal about your personality. So stay tuned. Palmistry is a fun and insightful exploration into your personality based on the markings and the shape of your hands. Now, palmistry is really showing you a connection between mind and body. So as you think, you will become. And it is shown to you in your hands. And of course, I just want to point out that the shape of your fingertips and fingernails will reveal specific personality traits that you possess. But these small traits are just one small piece of a much larger puzzle that is you. So the shape of your fingertips, while it might reveal some of your traits, this is not the entire story. Of course, there is so much more to you than can be revealed by simply looking at the shape of your fingertips. But for this video, I'm going to reveal the 4 main shapes of fingertips and what characteristics or traits that a person with those shaped fingers might possess. The 4 main fingertip shapes that we will be discussing in this video include a square fingertip, a round fingertip, a pointed fingertip, or a spatulate fingertip. And it's very simple to decide which shape your fingers are. You just simply look at your fingertips and you can determine if they are rounded like mine, or if they're more square with a flatter top, or if they're pointed with a more pointed top, or if they are spatulate, meaning that they're a little bit wider on the tip of the finger than on the rest of the finger itself. Before we dive into the specific meanings of each of the fingertip shapes, I do want to point out that some people have one particular shape for the fingertips themselves, and then an entirely different shape for the fingernails. So for instance, if you're someone who has like a rounded fingertip, but a spatulate nail on that round fingertip, then you can take the characteristics from both the round tip as well as the spatulate tip to combine them together, and that would create the specific meaning for your specific fingertips. Once you have determined the shape of your fingertips, I will be sure to put the timestamps for each of the 4 main shapes that we will be discussing in the detailed description box of this video. Now, you can use the knowledge that you gain here for your own self-growth and spiritual development. And you can use this information as well to gain a greater understanding of the people that are in your life based on the shape of their fingertips. So let's go ahead and look at each of these 4 types of fingertips and what it means if you have them. If you have square-shaped fingertips, this would reveal that you have a lot of practicality in your thinking. So the person with square-shaped fingertips and fingernails have a very practical nature, but this person may also lack imagination. A person with square fingertips and square nails usually can be very good working with their hands, such as a farmer or a carpenter, for instance, especially if the fingers are very thick. Now, if the person with square fingertips and fingernails have very thin fingers, then that person might have more of an aptitude for numbers rather than working with their hands. Rounded fingertips and fingernails denote a sociability and a need for great variety in life. The person with the rounded fingertips and fingernails will get along well with people, and they can even be amusing company to be around. The person with the rounded fingertips and nails are generous and kind, but these people can be very laid back, even to the point of being lazy. Another point of the rounded tip person is that if they have short, fat fingers with rounded tips, they are more often musical and will play an instrument either just for fun or as a career. That's me. I have the round fingertips, and most of my fingernails are also round, but I do have a couple of specific fingers that have a spatulate fingernail on a round tip. So what I will do there is just take the characteristics and traits of the rounded fingertip and intermingle it with the traits of the spatulate. If you have pointed fingertips and fingernails, you would be someone who likes to do things your own way. These people might like to indulge from time to time, so they may eat or drink too much at times. And in extreme cases, a person with the pointed tips might drink too much alcohol or be into drugs. The person with the pointed fingertips and pointed nails may insist on living a life that is different from their family if they come from a very religious or a very structured background, and they will just want to go their own way. The pointed tip fingers can also show a sensitivity and artistic talent. So the person with these tips might have very strong emotions or even the ability to pick up on the emotions of others as well. The person with those pointed fingers also have very strong beliefs and can be hard to influence. So basically, they want to think their own way and do their own thing, regardless of what the people around them think. When your fingertips or fingernails are slightly wider at the top, that is called a spatulate tip. So the person with a spatulate fingertip or fingernail is very artistic and possibly even musical. Either way, the person is very original if they have the spatulate tip fingers. This shape also has a strong inner spiritual urge, and in some cases, the person with the spatulate tips can also be very humanitarian, but they're going to be basically preferring a life among people who are creative and inventive. Basically, they like to keep things interesting. Both the pointed finger and the spatulate finger types can be extremely successful in the creative or artistic endeavors, but they can also be kind of dreamy and lost in their ideas. Spatulate fingertips can also suggest a self-centeredness or an argumentative vibe to some personalities as well. I would love to know, what are the shapes of your fingertips and your fingernails? And are your fingernails the same shape as your fingertips? Or are you like me, where you have kind of a mixture of two different shapes that you can blend together? Let me know in the comments down below what shape your fingers are and how this resonates with you as well. Well, that about wraps it up for this video. So if you like this video, be sure to click that like button. And of course, if you're a viewer but not yet a subscriber, I am inviting you now to click subscribe down below. And once you have subscribed, you can turn on that notifications bell if you would like to be notified each and every time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching and spending your time with me. I love you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.